today's video, we are going to keep it short and sweet, but today's video is all about manufactured homes, specifically in Salem and the surrounding areas, because there are a lot of really great manufactured home parks. So we're not really talking about like buying a manufactured home on its own land, totally different animal. We're talking about buying a manufactured home in a park. There are a lot of really great 55 and over and all age communities in Salem and in many of the towns surrounding Salem in all directions. And we have a lot of experience working with manufactured home buyers as well as sellers. A lot of realtors don't have, it's a different license, so they're not able to sell them, but this is something we have done many, many times before. And so that's what we're going to talk about. But we really want to keep it like more of a local perspective because we did just do a full long show on one of our other channels. It's called Real Estate with Mariah Spenc, where we basically just broke down everything you need to know about buying a manufactured home in general, like in a park. So if you're thinking about buying a manufactured home, when you're done watching this video, definitely head over there and check that out. It's on our other channel, Real Estate with Mariah Spenc. But for this channel, we'd like to keep things local, local perspective, Salem, Oregon, or anywhere in the surrounding areas. So with that being said, we just wanted to chat about what are some of the options as far as what a manufactured home could get you. I know a lot of buyers are priced out of the market with higher prices and higher interest rates. The monthly payments are high. And so this could be a good option for you to look into, whether you're a first-time home buyer or a downsizer. Might be something you're interested in. So
I just did a general search here in Salem specifically. I didn't do an outskirt town. Kaiser's not included, but this is Salem. There was 29 options total available, and the lowest price point is at $58,500, and then the highest price point goes all the way to $215,000.
And that is in a park. You don't own the land.
And that is in a park. Yes, you don't own the land. And so there are some key differences. Key differences about some of these parks. Some of them are 55 and older, meaning if you're 55 and older, that's the only ones that can live there and occupy the home. But then there's other parks called an all-age park. You could be 55, you could be under 55, you could have a whole family. That's where you're going to get more of the family-run homes in those all-age parks. Now, the cool thing is, though, for instance, this one at $215,000, it's in a very desirable park, and the setting of it's absolutely beautiful. There's oak trees, there's greenery, and everything's paved, and it's almost like you're living in a residential community, but you're just surrounded with manufactured homes.
What was this?
This is in Paradise Island.
Oh, beautiful 55 and over park.
And the cool thing, though, that the reason I like this park, though, is because there are less available homes, but the space rent. If you think about the space rent, that is a rent that you're never going to get rid of. Even if you paid this home off in cash, you're always going to have this fixed rent because you don't own the land underneath you. This space rent is only $550 per month. Now, I don't know the actual details, whether that includes water, sewer, and garbage, but it very well could include water and sewer garbage. There are some key things with space rent that you're going to want to ask questions to in regards to, is there water available with the space rent? Is the sewer line connected with the space rent? Is electric involved with space rent?
Yeah, sometimes
some parks
it is,
just include everything into one. So that is a 55 and older park, $550, but it also has the highest amount when you come to sales prices. So it is more competitive because it is more desirable. Now, there's a park, Copper Creek Estates. This is in Northeast Salem. I've sold multiple homes in this park. Now, take note, sales price is going to be median. These are going to be 1990s to newer present homes. Sometimes you'll get an earlier home, but for the majority, you're going to get a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,500 square foot home. These are beautiful things for families. Well-established park. But the space rent is a little bit more expensive, $895. That's a lot more compared to $550. Now, that is an all-age family park, Northeast Salem. I like this location. You're right next to Portland Road, easy I-5 access, and there's a lot happening over there. Now, if you go to, let's find another one. one on Turner Road. That's what I'm looking for.
Lakeside Village.
Lakeside Village.
That one is an all-age park. You're going to see a lot of, they do have some older homes in there, but they're all, one thing about this park, but there are a lot of newer ones. And one thing about this park is they're pretty strict with making sure that the residents who live in the community keep up with their home. So you're going to have someone telling you, every year or so, this is a list of things, if your home's not up to par, maybe it need, you have chipping paint or whatever, they want it to look good. So I've heard it go both ways, where I've worked with home sellers in the park who were like, I don't like that about this. It's too strict. They're telling me what to do with my home. But I see it from the perspective of this park, the homes in the park really hold their value. And I think that's part of the reason is they make sure that all the homes are going to look good. Your neighbor's home isn't going to just get really run down. So I think it's a positive thing. It can go both ways though, but
absolutely. Yeah. Now let's look at like price wise. What's going to get you for $100,000 to $135,000?
Yeah.
Because off my list, I see kind of the majority. There's 5 in the 80,000s. There's 4 in the 90,000s, and then there's, I'd say 10, roughly 10 from $100 to $125,000, $130,000.
That's what I usually see there.
And so when you look at like dimensions, all of these are all of them actually are 3-bed, 2-bath. There's 7.
What's the square footage?
There's 7 2-bed, 2-baths. Now, square footage, that always differs. Usually 3-bed, 2-baths. It's not going to go over 1,600 square feet. You're going to be 1,100 to about 1,600 square feet. That's going to be the sizes. Now, remember, if you're in a 2-bed, 2-bath, it's going to be the lower square footage. The more bedrooms, generally, the more square footage you have. These are all going to be double wide units. And let's look at year built.
Yeah.
Year built, for the majority, not a single one of them goes over, let's say, 2011. Actually, I see one at 2018. And this is a 3-bed, 2-bath for $115,000. But that park rent, $925. So that is the highest space rent actually on this list.
Yeah.
But you're getting the most bang for your buck, I believe. Built in 2018. It's newer.
Also, let me just add, they have a swimming pool, workout facility, children's playground. I think they have like a game room and a party room. I know there's more things I'm missing. Yeah. They have a lot of amenities. Yeah. And so that's nice to have. And then we mentioned this on our, we won't go too in depth on this, but we mentioned this on our other episode where we went really in depth on buying a manufactured home. Think about it this way. If I know space rent seems high, but if you were to buy a home for the same square footage, like same year built, a newer home, 1,600 square foot, for example, you're going to have a much higher mortgage than the mortgage if you have one on top of the space rent still. And if you were to rent a home in our area that, square footage, year built, whatever, you're going to be having higher rent. So I know people have a hard time when the space rent is high, but if you put it into perspective, like what are the alternatives, it could be a really good option for you if, you're just wanting to own something and make it your own and not worry about, a landlord kicking you out for whatever reason. This could be a really good option to just get your foot in the door in owning something.
Yeah, and these things, they do appreciate over time.
They do.
Not as quick as residential homes, but the cool thing is you are looking to pay something off, so when it is time to move out, you're going to get some type of return on investment. Yes, you'll never get space rent paid back. We get that. Yeah. Okay, we understand that. But you actually do own a piece of personal property to sell at the end of the day rather than renting.
Absolutely. Well, we hoped you grabbed value from today's show. And if you or anyone you know is thinking about buying or selling real estate in Salem or anywhere in the surrounding areas, we'd love to help you out. Feel free to reach out anytime. Our contact information is in the description below. And we'll see you guys next time.